we already took a look at the SH Figuarts Aka Ranger from 1977's Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger. And today we're going to be looking at...
It's Morphin time! Tyrannosaurus! This time you're not messing with us. I brought backup. I'm gonna MMA your punk ass.
Guys. I'm going to be looking at the Tyrannosaurus Ranger and the Dragon Ranger.
This time...
No, seriously. We're going to be looking at Jason Lee Scott and Tommy Oliver from the 25th anniversary of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Power Morphicon 2018 was the first time I attended this convention, and it was awesome. There were a bunch of actors, including Aisha, Catherine, Rocky, Adam, the US Rita Repulsa, Scorpina, Bulk and Skull, Zack, Jason, and of course Tommy the Green Ranger. There's also this really sweet comic I picked up. It's called Xeno-Guardian Red Visor-Go. We're going to be taking a look at this later. There was also some amazing artwork presented by Q Pop Shop and Mini Gallery. The highlight for me was the Hasbro booth, which had a bunch of props from the show on display, including Z-Ranger stuff. The good people from Tamashii Nation were there to sell SH Figuarts figures, and not only from Power Rangers, but from other lines like Kamen Rider and Star Wars. Specifically, Samurai Star Wars. That's exactly what Grizgeek got at a Power Rangers convention. Currently, there's a Kickstarter called Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid. I'm actually backing that. The people behind the Kickstarter were actually there at the convention, and they showed some of the miniatures. They look great. At the convention, they actually showed us the Megazord, and they even showed us Cyclopsis, one of the new figures that they introduced. Grizgeek even bought Henshin, a Sentai RPG, so maybe we'll play that at a later time. Now I bought the Tommy and Jason SH Figuarts figures, and what I found that was funny about these two is they were being sold all over the convention at prices like $70, $85, $100. I got mine for 60 clams each from Tamashii Nation themselves. I mean, hold on to your horses, Scalpies. We're still at the convention. Sell them for stupid prices at a later time when you get home. I also must note that these two figures were also being sold a month ago at the San Diego Comic-Con.
When are you gonna get to us? Ugh.
Right now. I already did a review of the SH Figuarts Himitsu Sentai Go Ranger Aka Ranger. You know, it's the one I kept calling Aka Red, which translates to Red, so... Well, this continues my line of Super Sentai or Power Rangers Figuarts figures. These come in a smaller box that has the 25th anniversary seal on it. The faces on these figures look okay. They're not the best, but you can tell that it's them. No, the skin color on these figures, you can tell that they didn't do a very good job. I mean, you can see where some of the paint is not really sprayed on all the way. Yeah, you can see the plastic underneath it. Look at Tommy, he's trying to kiss someone with his eyes open. Now, I know it's for the Dragon Flute, but when does he ever play it without his helmet? The helmets look great, and honestly, this is how I will always be displaying mine. I know it's like offending these figures on their 25th anniversary, but I really got them because, you know, Zyuranger.
Come on, man, it's our anniversary.
You're right, I'll make the helmet part quick. The helmets look like mini replicas of the originals, and the dino bucklers, sorry, the Power Morphers look great too. Tommy comes with his iconic Dragon Dagger, helmet, shield, and 8 swappable hands. Jason comes with his Power Sword, helmet, Blade Blaster, or Ranger Stick in its 3 forms, and 10 swappable hands. The articulation is all there, just like the other SH Figuarts figures. But one of the things that I noticed was the shoulder piece, mainly on Jason. Tommy hides the part really well with his shield, but this part is really loose, and I have to constantly rearrange it just to make it look good. Now, this kind of thing does not happen with the Ranger figure. Next up is how shiny the helmet looks versus how matte the body looks. Compared to Ranger, now the helmet is shiny, but the body isn't so matte that it clashes with the helmet. Now, I know this kind of seems like compare Ranger with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, but it just seems that Ranger is an older figure and there's obvious changes made here. Now, I also noticed that I didn't like the knee joints. They weren't hidden as well as with Ranger. The legs are thinner and the joint is more exposed and obvious. Oh, and these new figures are shorter than the older ones, so they don't look very good displayed together. I guess there goes my Red Sentai army. Now, I know I complain a lot about these figures, but it doesn't mean I hate them. I would totally recommend these figures, even with their shortcomings. I found myself impressed with all the accessories and the poses that these guys have. Now, I'm even searching for more Sentai or Power Rangers. They are totally worth the money, although, if you get them secondhand, you will be paying a pretty penny. So think about it before buying Figuarts figures on the secondhand market. So, happy 25th anniversary Power Rangers. Power Morphicon 2018 was great, and I can't wait to lose some weight so I can go to PowerCon next year. Son of a bitch. We already took a look at this. Oh, and look at this little gem. No head, $55.